Hello, I'm Brookie. Welcome to VBF Online. Please visit our website, vbf.org, and while you're there, you can watch the latest message. Follow us on social media. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can also donate to our ministry by going and clicking the Tithe Here button. You can do that, or you can also mail us a check. If you have a cool story that you would like to share with us, you can email us at share@vbf.org. Thank you so much for watching VBF Online. We hope that you enjoy the message.
Good morning, church. Let's stand to our feet. I hope you guys came ready to worship our Father this morning. Let's put our hands up. Oh, you're welcome in this place. We waited for this day. We're gathered in your name, calling out to you. Glory like a fire, awakening desire will burn our hearts with truth. 'Cause you're the reason we're here. You're the reason we're singing. Come on. Open up the heavens, we want to see you. Open up the floodgates, a mighty river flowing from your heart, feeling every part of our praise. Oh yeah. Your presence in this place, your glory on our face. We're looking to the sky, descending like a cloud. You're standing with us now. Lord, unveil our eyes, 'cause you're the reason we're here, and you're the reason we're singing. Open up the heavens, we want to see you. Open up the floodgates, a mighty river flowing from your heart, feeling every part of our praise. Open up the heavens, we want to see you. Open up the floodgates, a mighty river flowing from your heart, feeling every part of our praise. Come on, we sing this to him. Show us your glory. Show us your power. Show us your glory, Lord. Yes, God. Show us your glory. Show us your power. Show us your glory, Lord. Oh, yes. Your mighty power. You're welcome here. Come on, every voice, we declare it out to him this morning. We're singing, open up the heavens. We want to see you. Open up the floodgates, a mighty river flowing from your heart, feeling every part of our praise. Open up the heavens. We want to see you. Open up the floodgates, a mighty river flowing from your heart, feeling every part of our praise. Yes. Come on, we magnify our Father this morning. Amen. Well, it's good to be in the house of the Lord. Turn to someone, greet them with a wave, and let's continue to worship together.
Rolling up, we shout your praise, shout your name, filling up the skies with endless praise. in this place. Yahweh, Yahweh, we love to shout your name, oh Lord. May your name, the mountain shake and crumble. May your name, the oceans roar and tumble. May your name, nations will bow, the earth will rejoice, your people cry out. Come on, sing it out now. Lord of all the earth, we shout your name, shout your name, filling up the skies with endless praise, endless praise. Yahweh, Yahweh, we love to shout your name, oh Lord. May your name, the morning breaks in glory. May your name, creation sings your story. May your name, angels will bow, the earth will rejoice, the people cry out. Lord of all the earth, we shout your name, filling up the skies with endless praise, endless praise. Yahweh, Yahweh, we love to shout your name, oh Lord. There is no one like our God. We will praise you, praise you. There's no one like our God. We will sing. There's no one like our God. We will praise you, praise you. There's no one like our God. We will sing. Oh, there's no one like our God. We will praise you, praise you. There's no one like our God. We will sing. Yeah. Oh, Lord of all the earth, we shout your name, shout your name. Filling up the skies with endless praise, endless praise. Yahweh, Yahweh, we love to shout your name, oh Lord of all the earth, we shout your name, filling up the skies with endless praise, endless praise. Yahweh, Yahweh, we love to shout your name, oh Lord. Caught up in your presence, 'cause I just wanna sit here at your feet. I'm caught up in this holy moment. I never wanna leave. Oh, I'm not here for blessings, 'cause Jesus, you don't know me
that you can do. I just want you. And I'm sorry when I've just gone through the motions. I'm sorry when I just sang another song. Take me back to where we started. I open up my heart to you. And I'm sorry when I've come with my agenda. I'm sorry when I forgot that you're enough. Take me back to where we started, as I open up my heart to you. Caught up in your presence, 'cause I just wanna sit here at your feet. I'm caught up in this holy moment. I never wanna leave. Oh, I'm not here for blessings, 'cause Jesus, you don't know me anything more than anything that you can do. I just want you. Oh, we sing it out to him. I just want you and nothing else, and nothing else, nothing else will do. I just want you and nothing else, and nothing else, nothing else will do. God, I just want you and nothing else, oh, and nothing else, nothing else will do. 'Cause I just want you and nothing else, and nothing else, God, nothing else will do. 'Cause I just want you and nothing else, oh, nothing else that this world could provide, nothing else will do. God, I just want you and nothing else, oh, and nothing else, nothing else will do. Oh, I just want you, Jesus. The power of your name that it holds, and it's just me and you, Jesus. Surrender it all to you, God. You can have it all. Caught up in your presence, 'cause I just wanna sit here at your feet. I'm caught up in this holy moment. I never wanna leave. Oh, I'm not here for blessings, 'cause Jesus, you don't know me anything anything, more than anything that you can do. I just want you. Come on, we give him all the glory.
Hey church, just want to let you know, men's retreat is happening August 26th through the 28th. It's going to be at Big Bear Lake. There's going to be some food, there's going to be some fellowship, and some fun activities. You do not want to miss out, so sign up now. You can do that online at bbf.org. But men, be ready. We'll see you there.
Today, I'm so glad I did. How you guys doing? Good morning. Just want to say welcome. I want to welcome everyone online as well. If this is your first time, we do have a free gift. I say it all the time, but I mean it. There's a free gift just for you. Our new service times are 9 a.m. and 11 a.m., so let your tias and tios know. Change it up. Today, the announcements are short, but for good reason. You guys are in for a treat. We do have some guest speakers lined up for the rest of the month. We got Daniel Ritchie coming Sunday, July 17th. This guy's a Christian author who was born without arms, a perfect example that God does not make mistakes. So he's going to be coming out. We have Sean Harper. He's going to come out Sunday, July 24th. He's a 7-year former NFL player who unpacks just high energy. So come out. We're going to be excited. Also, you guys know what cuetes are? Yeah? Not the dangerous kind, okay? Whoa, hey, Esteban. I'm talking about fireworks, okay? We're your middleman. We'll hook you guys up. So we have a firework booth in the Walmart on the East Hill side, and then we have, there we go, and then we have another firework booth that we're gonna be running at the Northwest campus. So if you guys want some fireworks and you guys wanna help us out, also we are gonna need some people to help us out. There's probably gonna be like 3 or 4 that pass out because of the heat. So if you guys wanna be one of those people, please, you can email melanie@vbf.org, or you can call the church for more information. Where are all the men at for this next one? That's what I'm talking about. Friday, August 26th through Sunday, August 28th, it's for the boys, okay? We're going to Big Bear Lake. There's going to be some fishing. There's going to be some fellowship, and then we're going to just have some fun. So do not delay. Sign up, guys, now. You can text the keyword Big Bear to 661-402-8777. And then last but not least, tithes and offering. You guys know the drill. We got the red baskets. You go to our website at vbf.org, send it a check to 2300 East Brundage Lane, or we have a kiosk in the foyer. With that being said, again, I am excited for what's about to happen today. So let's bow our heads and let's just jump into this. Let's pray this. God, we thank you so much for this community of people. We thank you so much for the joy that we get to have in your name. Lord, I pray if someone here just needs to hear a word from you, Lord, I pray that you would remind them the confidence that we are here and that you will provide. And so, Lord, we thank you for what you're going to do. We love you. Bless the giver, bless the offering, and bless this time. In Jesus' name. And all God's people said, amen.
Well, come on, let's stand back up together.
Come on, church, hands up.
Saturday was silent, surely it was through. Since when has impossible ever stopped you? Sunday's disappointment, Sunday's empty too. Since when has impossible ever stopped you? This is the sound of dry bones rattling. This is the praise make a dead man walk again. Open the gate, I'm coming out. I'm gonna live again. This is the sound of dry bones rattling.
Something new.
My God is able to save and deliver and heal and restore anything that he wants to. Just ask the man who is thrown on the bones of Elisha if there's anything that he can't do. Just ask the stone that was rolled at the tomb in the garden. What happens when God says to move? I feel it moving it now. I feel it doing it now. I feel it doing it now. Do it now. Do it now. This is the sound of dry bones rattling. This is the praise make a dead man walk again. Open the grave, I'm coming out. I'm gonna live again. Open the grave, I'm coming out. I'm gonna live again. Open the grave, I'm coming out. I'm gonna live again. This is the sound of dry bones rattling. Come on, church, let's give him all the praise. We love you, God. You may be seated.
No, I'm not Melvin Adams. Wow, that joke landed first service. Hey, so we have a guest speaker today. He's an NCAA All-American basketball player and a professional basketball competitor and member of the world-famous Harlem Globetrotters. On March 17, 2000, he retired from the Harlem Globetrotters to fulfill a new dream, and that was to challenge individuals to personal success through focus, work, and determination. Ladies and gentlemen, with only 2% body fat, Melvin Adams.
Give it up. Now, that's Gennaro. I don't know if y'all look at him, don't he look like he was on Nacho Libre? You know, the guy who stole the chips? Tell the truth. Tell the truth. They were the Lord's chips. How y'all doing today? So excited to be here today at this college or mall, whatever y'all call this thing. I bought me some shoes from Foot Locker. A lot of you were probably shocked when I walked up here. Y'all like, is that a black Smurf? Is that a... Did he play basketball? But I'm here to tell you that dreams do come true. God uses ordinary people to do extraordinary things. But let me tell you this real quick. So if I was to tell all of you here, if I was to say, listen, y'all, behind these doors over here, behind this door, there's a guy with a bat that want to hit you. Most of you here will go, you know what? I think I'm going to go out that door. But some of you go, well, who is it? You know, even though I just told you there was a guy with a bat. It's like when I was growing up as a kid, there was this girl in the neighborhood. We called her Snaps because she liked ginger snaps. So I walk up to the girl. I'm like, what's up, Snaps? She said, say it again, I'm going to choke you. Now, I wasn't the smartest guy in school, but I had common sense. If a girl said she's going to choke me, she don't have to tell me twice, right? There was another guy in the neighborhood. He was the shortest dude. He talked more trash than anybody. Walks up to the same girl like, what's up, Snaps? She goes, say it again, I'm going to choke. He goes, what's up, Snaps? She goes, say it again, I'm going to choke. He goes, what's up, Snaps? So she choking this brother, right? She goes, say it again, I'm going to choke. He goes, Snaps! She got both hands on his neck, one knee on his chest. She goes, say it again, I'm a turkey. He goes, snaps! She got both hands on his neck, both knees on his chest. She goes, say it again, I'm a turkey. He goes. Now, see, some of you didn't get that. Maybe you smoking weed before you came to know the Lord. I'm going to help you out. Lady goes to an ice cream parlor. She goes, can I get a pint of chocolate, a pint of vanilla, and a pint of strawberry? The guy goes, lady, we have chocolate, we have vanilla, we don't have strawberry. She said, I'm so sorry, had a long day. Can I get a scoop of chocolate, a scoop of vanilla, and a scoop of strawberry? He said, lady, you mustn't hear what I said. We have chocolate, we have vanilla. We don't have strawberry. So I'm so sorry, I had a long day. We said, well, let me just get a cup of chocolate, a cup of vanilla, and a cup of strawberry. He said, lady, can you spell the van and vanilla? She said, yeah, V-A-N, what? He said, can you spell the choc and chocolate? Yeah, C-H-O-C. He said, can you spell the freak and strawberry? She said, it ain't no freaking strawberry. He said, that's what I've been trying to tell you ever since you walked in. There's no freaking strawberry. Some of you still didn't get it. Got to help you out. Guy goes to the doctor. Doctor goes, if you keep doing what you're doing, you're going to kill yourself. So he filled a glass with water, and he put a worm in it. As soon as the worm hit the water, the worm swam forever. He put some alcohol, and he put the worm in. As soon as the worm hit the alcohol, he immediately died. The doctor goes, do you understand what I'm trying to tell you? He goes, yeah. The more I drink, the less I'll get worms. And see, the choices that you make today will determine where you'll be tomorrow. What I believe, coming here to Bakersville, where it's so flat you can see your dog run away for 2 weeks. Bakersville's hot. I was white this morning. Just. And Bakersville has changed. I haven't been here since like 97. It's like different. Back then it was like, hello, welcome here. We're so glad you're here. And now it's like, orale, vato locos forever. Viva la raza. All right. It's a little different. A little thugalicious. One white lady, oh my God, don't say that. I really believe that when y'all came into the world, breathe and push, and you came out, I believe God looked at you and said, he saw something great. But I believe there are many of us who came here today who've been beaten down so much, it's really hard to believe that anything great can come out. But I came here to tell you today that is a lie from the pit of hell. My oldest son, Seth, he's 19. When he was 11, he came to me, he's like, Daddy, I want to play football. So I'm like, cool, hopefully not the NFL, because that stands for not for long. You know what I mean? He's 11, so I put him with these 14-year-olds, because if you want to be great, you got to hang around people that are better than you, right? If you're broke, you don't want to hang around people that's broke. How you going to get rich? If you want a good marriage, you don't want to hang around a dude who's been married 12 times. I mean, what? You want to get around people that are better than you. Am I right? I mean, because y'all are like, what is this black guy talking about? You got to be, right? So he's 11, they're 14. My youngest son at the time, he was 8, wasn't into sports. He was into Legos. Everything is awesome. He's that kid. He gets distracted. So I put him on special teams. Special teams in football is 22 guys trying to knock each other's head off, right? Right? Now, if you black, you get that. If you Hispanic, you know it's the chancla. If you white, time out. But anyway, so it's 22 guys. It's 22. And across from Silas, the young one, there was a 6'4", 200-pound 14-year-old. 6'4", 200-pound 14-year-old. I looked at my wife and said, baby, he gonna kill Silas. They blew the whistle. The guy took off. His lips were so big, it looked like 2 pancakes fighting over syrup. He hit Silas, and all I heard Silas say was, Daddy! I could only see out of one eye. I said, I know, but get off the field. He goes, Daddy, I can only see out of one eye. I said, Silas, calm down. I squared his shoulders. I got his helmet. I pulled it to the front because he was looking through his ear hole the whole time. See, if you want to do something big, you got to think big. Can't think small. And then I was just in the back, in the Rosa Parks section in the back, talking to Miss Karen. And you know what blows my mind about church is that we read these Bible verses, but we really don't believe that God can do that for us in our life. Like we'll read about David and Goliath. We'll read about Gideon and we go, he can't do that for me. Maybe because it's not the NIV or the Negro International Version. He wants to do it. You got to believe it. So I'm going to use the acronym DARE and I'll be out of your hair like I'm out of mine. All right? You're not born a winner or loser, you're born a chooser. You're not born a winner or loser, but you're born a chooser. And where we are in life is all about choices. Some of us have made some bad ones. Some of us made some good ones. But you can always restart that. We're going to talk about that. The D is, I got a scholarship to a junior college in Hillsboro, Texas. Now, understand this. My dad was 6'6". My brothers are 6'8", 6'7", 6'2". My mother was 5'3". And my aunts were Ewoks on Star Wars. But I had a dream. I was the shortest, but I was also the cutest. Word up. Anyway, I had a dream. And there were a lot of obstacles in my life. In high school, you know, like when you high school, everybody wants to play on the varsity, you know, because, you know, but if you play on the freshman team, the only people who come to the game is your mom and your daddy. If you play on the JV team, your aunt and grandmother might come, but if you play on the varsity, especially the guys, because we get the leather jackets, we show in front of the girls like, you know what I mean? But because I was short in high school, they called me the Minute Man. So I was like, Coach, put me in a game. He was like, in a minute, man, in a minute. So I went and told all my homeboys, you know, if you black, homeboys, if you're Hispanic, vatos, if you're white, dudes. So I knew I told all my boys. I said, guys, in the third quarter, I want you to stand up and say, put me in the game. So I'm sitting on the bench. Third quarter come, all my buddies stood up. They said, put Melvin in the game. I said, Coach, you hear him? He said, yeah, why don't you go sit with him? I'm trying to win. I mean, it was hard. I remember going to the park. If you play park basketball, the two best players pick the team. So it's about 9 people. So this dude picked one, he picked one, he picked one, he picked one. It was 2 people left. It was me and a blind girl. So they got together in the huddle. So I'm like, what's the huddle about? Even if I can't play, I can see. But they picked the blind girl, but she had the best no-look pass of every single life. So not only did I grow up, people tell me I was too short. I also had a hard time in relationships. I remember dating a girl in high school with a lazy eye. And every time I look at her, I'd be like, but that didn't even last long because I found out she was seeing somebody on the side. But anyway, there were obstacles in my life. I'm still looking for this clock. I don't even see this clock. But anyway, so I get the scholarship to Hill Junior College. The coach's name is Coach Roberts. Won't you remember this name? Coach Roberts sits me down, looks me in the face, and says, you'll never play college basketball. Said, you're too little. And if you do play, they're going to call you windshield wiper because they're going to swat your shot the whole time. I don't know that many of you maybe have been told your whole life you're going to be just like your daddy, you're going to be just like your mother. It's really hard to believe you can do anything great when you've been beat down your whole life. But that day I made a decision that I was not going to be what Coach Roberts told me. I began to shoot about 3,000 jump shots every day. Ran 3 miles every day. I drove my mother's car on a major freeway in Houston, Texas at 4 o'clock in the morning, opened up the door, dribbled the ball while I was going 5 miles an hour until I could do it going 10. Had an opportunity to go to college right here in California. And the gas prices were so high in LA, the Crips and the Bloods was riding together. They're killing y'all up here. I go to this school in California. They had won 5 games in 5 years. They were the #1 ranked team in the nation if you read your newspaper upside down. They played against Stevie Wonder's All-Stars and still lost. I'm trying to get you to understand what I'm saying. And when you've been losing and losing and losing and losing, it's hard to believe that DJ Khaled can be around you going, all they do is win, win, win. It's hard to believe that. When you've been losing your whole life, it's hard to believe that. And the media comes out, this kid from Houston, Texas, and say, what are you going to do? I said, we're going to win the national championship. And everybody laughed. I laughed too. It was funny. Practice started at 2. I went to practice at 1. Practice over at 4. I left at 6. If I wasn't the best in the gym, I would literally beat myself. That year, we went 28-4. We won the national championship. Appreciate it. And the short black guy got the MVP. But those seniors for 4 years, all they known was losing, left out as champions. My junior year came, and we got a bunch of freshmen. And I knew they were freshmen because they smelled like Huggies Supreme and Similac, and they always wanted to watch SpongeBob. But one thing about life is you can say whatever you want, but people are watching what you do. Anybody can get up here and talk and preach. But I want to see your life out behind them doors. Every time I see a man up here preaching, the one thing I do is I look at his wife. Not that sounds crazy. But I look at his wife because I want to see if she's going like, he lives that. But if she's like, I wish he was doing that at home. Don't just get up here. It ain't about all this, man. It's about living it, right? So I go to the school. The juniors, they're watching me. We were 2 games over 500. My senior year, their sophomore year, we won 28 games, we lost 4, and we won the national championship again at a school that had won 5 games in 5 years. Now, that's cool, but this is really cool. When I graduated, the sophomores that became juniors won 2 national championships after I left. See, what type of legacy will you leave, and what will people say about you long after you're gone? Every generation should be getting better than the generation before that, right? So make the decision, not just for today, but for the rest of your life, that you're great. The A is aspire. I don't know who you look up to. I look up to everybody because I'm short and I slept in my mama's purse. That's just what I did. But I remember going to my neighbor. I grew up in poverty. We were so broke, if you tried to rob us, you'd be practicing. My daddy and Osama bin Laden were the 2 best hide-and-go-seek players I've ever known. I remember my dad coming home and saying, hey, you want to play hide-and-go-seek? I'm like, yeah, Daddy. He said, count to 10 and come look for me. So I count to 10. It's been 27 years. I still ain't found him. But anyway, because my dad was in my life, I was always in trouble, always in the principal's office. And I remember the principal said, you know what? You always in trouble. We're going to call your daddy. I said, you found him? So my neighbor drove taxis before there was Uber. He drove taxis, and he gets tickets. He drives Meadowlark Lemon. Meadowlark Lemon gives him tickets to go see the Harlem Globetrotters. And so I didn't want to go. I was like, Mama, I don't want to go. What time he picking me up? I'll be in the car. So we go to the game, and I'm blown away by these guys because they could do anything with a ball but eat it. And if you gave them some hot sauce, they would show you how to do that. And so this one particular guy stood out. Like, we had a lot in common. He was short, I was short. You know, he was bald, I was bald. You know, he was cute, I was cute. I mean, we just had a lot in common. And he comes over, he shook my hand, he let me rub his head. It impacted me so much, I became the new Curly. Had an opportunity to play with San Antonio Spurs. In my first game with San Antonio Spurs, we played the Chicago Bulls. And everybody knew Michael Jordan was back. He smelled like Ben Gay mothballs, but he was back. And I'm sitting on the bench, San Antonio Spurs. Michael Jordan's dribbling the ball, got his tongue out like. He throws a look away pass. I'm like, where is this brother throwing the ball? All of a sudden, this long-nosed, light-skinned black dude, Scottie Pippen, comes out of nowhere, grabs the ball, dunks it in, so I jump off the bench like, yeah, way to go, Mike, you the man. Realizing I was with the Spurs. So getting the game, I'm dribbling the ball. David Robinson sets the pick. I dribble off the pick, and guess who was guarding me? Michael Jordan. So I said I can do two things. I can pass the ball and get scared, like, ah! Or two, I can take Michael Jordan to the hoop because he puts his pants on the same way I do. May take him a little longer, but he does the same thing, right? So I drive to the hoop. He elbows me in the chest. I shoot the shot. Ball goes in. I'm fouled. I'm pumped up because I've just hit on the best NBA player. I'm on the free throw line shooting a free throw. Michael Jordan's on the right side talking about my mama got a mustache, right? But that didn't make me mad. What made me mad was he was lying. Because my mama got a goatee. But anyway, that started something in my life. You have a dream, you work hard, dreams do come true. The R is to recognize. I don't know about you. I don't know if you look in the mirror, you love what you see, but the true story about my life, because I think in the church is really good at cutting weeds. We're not good at getting to the root. Real good at cutting weeds. And see, the older we get, the better we get hide behind like the little Christian mask. How you doing? Blessed in the Lord, brother. What are you doing? Hanging with Mary. That dude is probably addicted to pornography, but he got to say that because we want to look so spiritual. We spend money we don't have to please people we don't like. Our kids want to get tattoos. We don't want them to get tattoos because we're worried about what other people are going to think about us as parents. See, that's what it's all about. All this people pleasing. And our kids see it. Some of you ladies today, you woke up this morning, been beating your husband down for 10 years. That brother wear pink panties. And you drove here and your kids looking at you like, I can't believe she up here worshiping. She done just cussed my daddy out. Talking about she was speaking in French. She don't even know French. Bonjour. See, they see that. That's why young people today, you know, my oldest son, he's 19, but when he was in kindergarten, James Dobson, I don't know if any of you heard of James Dobson used to do this thing called Focus on the Family. He was real big on that. He said at that time, my son was in kindergarten. He said that 85% of young people don't even go to church. 85%. He said by the time my son is a senior in high school, only 1%. My son's a freshman, going to be a sophomore in college. But yet we hear those numbers, and I don't even think we just really hear them numbers. You know what I mean? Because we keep doing the same thing, trying to get different results. Kids don't want to come to church because it's whack, it's boring. Then they see our lives, and it don't add up. And we got to keep faking the funk. Hey, blessed in the Lord, brother. I'm black. You go to them and say, Jesus, my Lord. I ain't never seen Jesus do that. And I'm reading the NIV. That's the Negro International Version. I've never seen that. Where does that even come from? Sound like Darth Vader. What is that? I don't get that. Even white, the Lord died for you and for me. You ain't even excited about Jesus. But so tight Moses couldn't part it. The Lord died for you. Come on, there got to be some kind of passion, some kind of excitement. You know, and there's loud people and quiet people. Everybody different. What happens is loud people want quiet people to talk more, and quiet people want loud people to shut up. And everybody's trying to make you be who they want you to be, but you got to be you. But there should be something about your life. Should be something about your life. Whether you're loud or quiet, there should be something about your life. You don't have to get up here and speak to millions of people, but it should be something about your life. So let me tell you my story. The R, recognize. My mother, if you read my bio, or Gennaro, you know, or George Lopez's cousin, the guy that introduced me. If you read the bio, you'd go, wow, that's a great success story about a young black kid who grew up in poverty, who made his dreams become reality. But let me tell you the true story of my life. Let me start with my mom. My mom was the type of woman that if I got an 89, she'd cuss me out because I should have got a 90. If I got a 90, she'd cuss me out because I should have got a 91. And if I got 100, she wouldn't say nothing because that's what I should have got. I played football, scored 4 touchdowns. My mama said, you would have had 5 if you wouldn't have fumbled the ball. So you want to know why I shot 3,000 jump shots every day? You want to really know why I ran 3 miles every day? Because I thought if I could score more points, if I could make more money, maybe my mother would love me more. So growing up as a kid, my mother never told me she loved me. Never. I never heard that. It was actually 19 years ago. It was the first time in my life that I ever heard from my own mother that she loved me. And check this out. We went to church every Sunday. My dad was a cop. He was a cop. He would come home and he'd hammer 6 nails in a piece of wood. He would turn the sharp points. He'd beat my mother, beat my brothers, and then he would beat me. And there are many times my dad would make me watch him, make my mother get on her knees on a gravel street, and he would beat her with a water hose. And check this out. We went to church every Sunday. So I was a very angry kid. My dad's beating us. My mom's not telling me she loved me, and I'm angry. I was very suicidal, hated authority because every authority in my life let me down. But there were 2 people in my school, high school. My principal was a Christian lady. She didn't go around telling everybody she was a Christian. She just lived it. She'd come to school every day, and she would just simply tell me I was awesome. You have to understand culture, because most black kids ain't in the hood going, hey, Leroy, you're awesome. That don't happen too much. She told me I was amazing. I said, I'm not Spider-Man. She gave me my first birthday party, and I went from making all F's to being on the honor roll to being the first one to graduate from college in my family. My high school coach, he drove me to one of the richest areas, and I grew up around drugs, prostitution, and gangbang. So that's all I thought I was going to be. That's all you see. He takes me out of the environment, these nice houses. He goes, do you believe you can live in a house like that? And I said to myself, if I really listen to these people, then my children won't have to grow up like I did. They'll grow up in a better neighborhood. They'll go to better schools. They'll talk different. Father, were you poor, Father? Did you eat the government cheese? Father, were you constipated? Father, were you a Negro? It changed my life. I retired from playing professional sports in 2000, started speaking in public schools all over the world. And I go to this town called Harlingen, Texas, 99.9% Hispanic. So I was like a big black dot on a white dog. And if any of you notice, when I came in, I don't wait for people to come to me. I go to you. I don't want to be in no green room. I want to be out there where y'all at. That's where I want to be. One lady, yeah. I want to be out there. So immediately, I'm so excited. I wake up, and, they're dropping the kids off, kindergarten through 7th grade. And they're dropping the kids. I immediately just run up. I just open up the door. Of course, I'm black, only black there. I go, hey, what's up, Dora the Explorer? Swiper, no swiping. How's Diego? The little girl lit up, had more teeth than the dentist. Just laughing. She's laughing. The mom is laughing. The next 3 cars, every kid that came out had more teeth than the dentist, and their breath smelled like Colgate. All because I just was aggressive and going out just making them feel loved, because I don't know what they're coming into the school or in the church with. The security guard goes, hey, you need to go talk to the principal secretary because you parked in her spot. Listen, it was late at night. I was excited, and no, I'm black. We can see at night, but I made a mistake. So I go in. I'm trying to make things right, and this lady has an attitude. I'm thinking, who wakes up mad? Just like, ugh. She has an attitude. While she's attitude, around the corner comes another lady. I go, hey, what's up, Charlie's Angels? Is Bosley back there? And the lady just lit up, and the secretary goes, you're a little over the top. Calm down. I said, okay, Satan. So I go to the side, and I just, wait till the bell ring. When the bell rings, I go up to her. I say, listen, if you're not doing anything, why don't you come hear me speak to the kids, kindergarten through 6? She goes, if I have time. I'm like, man, who wakes up mad? How do you wake up mad? So I go speak to the kids, kindergarten through 7th grade. At the end of the assembly, there was a 7th grade Hispanic girl. She was real skinny. She could hula hoop through a Cheerio, hang glide with a Dorito. Her clothes didn't fit. She was crying. Boogers and snot was everywhere. And she came to me, and she hugged me so tight. I got to be honest this morning. I farted. I mean, it was tight. It was tight. And she gives me a note. What was that? She gives me a note. She said, when you read this note, just know that you changed the note today. And she walked away. I said, okay, Selena Gomez, sorry about Justin Bieber. Keep your head up. So me, the principal, and the secretary were walking through the school. And the principal goes, before you fly out, why don't we go in my office and we can read the note that the girl gave? I said, cool. So read the note. Note says, my dad left me 2 years ago. I wear big clothes because I cut myself. My mom goes out every week and gets drunk, and many of the men she brings back have molested me. So tonight I'm going to take some pills. I'm going to end my life because my life sucks. She said, but when you read the note, know that you changed the note. I looked over the secretary and I go, that's why I'm over the top. Because if you think I came to Bakersfield just to make you laugh, you're missing out on the whole point of why I'm here. Because I believe that everything from the time we're born to this moment, God, there's a few of you here. It's not by luck. It's not by coincidence, but this is your day. Not just to be saved, but to be set free. Just but saved. There are many people that are saved that are still living in bondage. Being set free. See, I got called to do a virtual event. COVID hit, and it was real crazy. Got to do this. And so I give everybody celebrity names. That's how I build self-esteem. And this lady, she's from India. So she had that Indian, that dark skin. So I called her Kim Kardashian. She called me every other day just because I called her Kim Kardashian. She called me every other day just because I called her Kim Kardashian. She had already booked me for the event. She said, hey, tell that joke to this guy. Tell this joke to this lady. So I'm doing the virtual event, and I'm doing thing, and I start seeing the chats. Again, I'm not good at social media, and the chats, they were just coming like the Matrix. They were just rolling. Melvin, who is that? Anyway, so I get off the deal, and she calls me the next day. She said, would it be okay if we gave your number to some of the people that work for the company? And the company was in Canada, in Chile, and I know you wanted a hot dog, but I ain't talking about that, but Chile, and Dallas, Texas, right? And so I thought about it for a minute, because that sounds weird, but I was like, what would Bakersville do? So I give her the number. So next day, the CEO of the company called me, who netted $28 million the year before. He called me. He said, I want to tell you something, man. I want you to know I lost my mom a month ago because of COVID. My wife died 5 days ago. He said, I was coming to the office to set up the Zoom, and I was going to commit suicide that day. He said, when I turned the camera on and I saw you, couldn't take my eyes off of you. You made me laugh, and your message, and I want you to know I'm here today because of you. And I thought about that for a minute. What if we woke up every day with the desire to make the world a better place? Not just people we know. Like if you're a mom, it's easy to love your daughter. But I'm talking about loving that woman you know who be talking about you behind your back. You don't have to hang out with her, but I'm talking about love. What if we woke up every day, moms, what if we woke up every day and you told your husband, you know what, baby, you went from abs of steel to abs of meals, but you still do it for me, baby. That brother would squeeze your toes even though they smell like corn nuts. If you woke up every day and you told your husband, you know what, honey, I'm so proud of you. You're the best husband in the world. You be working so hard for us. Come home tonight. Watch he be home on time. Fathers, what if we woke up every day? We told our women, oh, baby, your hair smell like Pantene. Your mama was a terrorist because you the bomb. What's every day? Before we went to work, we know, oh, girl, did you get your nails done? They was looking like Freddy Krueger last week, but today, I want to go to sleep and be in your nightmare. What if every day we woke up, baby, the chicken was delicious? That dress you, oh, it looks so nice, girl, look at you. If I had to redo this thing over, I would pick you again. What if fathers, what if you told your daughters they're beautiful not because they have on makeup? So they have to get them eyelashes. When they fall off, they look like spiders. Like that. Ah! Oh, it's an eyelash, I ain't know. I thought that was a tarantula. What if you told your daughters, hey, you're so beautiful. Girl, you're so beautiful. And again, not because of your outfit. Then that way, when your daughters get older and they start dating, they'll put a Bible in between them and the boy. And he'll have to go through Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. Then he'll know how to act and it won't be no Roman. What if you fathers would tell your sons, I'm proud of you. You're the man. Woo! You're the man. Your sons will grow up and be men. They won't struggle with their identity because they know exactly who they are. But if you don't spend time with them, they're going to go look for it. And your daughters will too. Expect. See, I came home 5th grade, saw something that would forever change my life. My mom's back was broken. She was bleeding. And from that moment, I started writing poems to my wife. I wrote poems to this woman I never met. Poems like, where you at? I miss you. I'm cuter than Gennaro. There are poems. Now, you have to understand, my wife is so black, she can put her fingerprints on charcoal. Like, you know you black if you can wear yellow lipstick and look like cheeseburger. You know you black if you can drive a motorcycle and get pulled over for windows too tinted, but my wife is fat, P-H-A-T, pretty hot and tempting. And I'm signing autographs at a mall in Houston, and Sonya walked by, and I said, the Lord is my shepherd, he know what I want. And so I follow her into this Barnes & Noble, and I start talking to her. I was like, do you have a boyfriend? She's like, no. I said, how long have you had that problem? Don't settle for a kid's meal when you can get a value pack. Don't get a hamburger when you can get a Big Mac. After she slapped me, I gave her my phone number. She was different than any girl I've ever dated. She'd walk into a room and it was dark and there was one light on her. Actually, it was like two because she real black. You couldn't see her. Like, is that Sonya? Okay. I began to realize she was the one. So I retired from playing professional sports and I took her to a beach in Galveston, Texas. Now, California waters is beautiful. Galveston, that water is so dirty, I used to be white and I swam in there my whole life. Y'all pastor baptized the baby in that water and he died. I'm just the waters. So I put a white piano on the beach, got 11 of my best friends, gave them all white tuxedos, gave each of them one white rose, and as I played her song, each guy brought a rose. We took a helicopter to a tall building downtown Houston. I had a table set up. She liked Subway sandwich, 6-inch turkey on wheat, everything but bell pepper. It's like her coffee, black like her man, one equal, Truvia, you know what I mean? I put the ring in the sandwich. She didn't eat it, but she said yes. So the next day I take her to the movie. About 3,000 roses. While we wait for the movie to come on, all these guys started bringing the roses. I said, hey, who gave you the roses? Was it Genario? Because I know he was checking you out. So I acted like I was mad. I walked in front of the movie theater. Now I've spoken in front of 8 million people. Like, I don't get nervous. But I was sweating like Mike Tyson in a spelling bee contest. I mean, I was nervous. Like, I said, I want to thank my girlfriend, my fiance, for saying yes. It's been 20 years, 6 months, 23 days, 12 hours, 16 minutes, about 39 seconds. Nobody's counting. My wife was pregnant when our first son said, every day I would put my stomach and I'd be like, my son's going to do something great. He's going to do something great. He just graduated 2 years ago in a class of 978 students. He was number 78 with a 4.8 GPA. I don't know if he's black or Chinese. I think he's blackanese. That brother's amazing. My baby boy, pray for me. But anyway, in elementary, they give out this award. It's a character award. Character is just doing the right thing, not just in front of people, but even behind closed doors. So 2 kids get in kindergarten, 2 get in first, and so on. He got the award in 3rd grade, got the award in 4th, and he got the award in 5th grade. But I believe that when we hear these stories, and I was sharing this story in the last service, because I'd asked God about 4 or 5 months ago, I was in Colorado, and I was in a hotel. My flights got all crazy, and I just shut the blinds, and I started watching The Chosen. I don't know if y'all have the little app, you know what I mean? Yeah. One later. I watch it every day with my zero popcorn. I'm watching it, I'm catching up, and when you look at the stories of Jesus would just walk into towns and be like, you're going to grow hair in a week, which is a lie. You're going to get married in 3 days. I mean, he would just do stuff like that, like, you got cancer, you healed. Like, Mary J. Blige, you healed. He would just do stuff like that. I would read it, I was like, man, you ever wondered, like, I said, God, I want to see that. So the last, 4 places, this is my 5th, last 4 places I've been, I have seen some unbelievable things, like supernatural type things. Again, don't get me, I'm not that super spiritual guy. I grew up Lutheran. You talk about the Holy Spirit in Lutheran church, they will kill you. And I started beginning to see God. And so as I came here, I flew into L.A., and I'm driving, a rental car I'm driving, and I'm praying. I got into Bakersville, and I just started feeling stuff. I don't know if it was the Taco Bell, but I don't, just feeling some stuff. I don't think it was Taco Bell, but anyway, I was feeling some stuff, and I go to the hotel, I'm sleeping, and then I came here today, and this is what I felt. I felt like there are many of you that have came here, you've been struggling, like whether it be bills, your kids, like looking for somebody, like, am I ever going to find love again? Maybe you just it's like everywhere you look around, you become hopeless. And you've been coming here looking for something, but like, see, if you keep doing what you've always been doing, you're going to keep getting what you've always been getting. And it has to come to a place where you become face to face. You have to look at yourself in the mirror like Michael Jackson. Poor black boy grew up to be a rich white lady. You got to look in the mirror. And I found myself in Atlanta, Georgia. I was wilding out like Nick Cannon. But prior to that, I got my first job in New Zealand before Lord of the Rings. And I'm telling you, I left college. I was a 2-time All-American, national champion. I was the man on campus. I was the man. But now I'm at a place 17 hours away from my mom, anything that's familiar, because God wants to get you to a place where he can only get you. You're not distracted by the face in the book or tic-tac or TikTok. or Instagram or Twitter. He wants to get you away from all of those things so that he can get your attention. But see, many of us have been keeping them locked out like Jehovah's Witness. See, my mama told me Jehovah's Witnesses were gangs. They used to knock on the door. We had to get down, stop breathing, you know. So when I got old and I got my own place, I let them in. I said, what is it you got to tell me? They said, we don't know. We ain't never got this far. This is great. But anyway, so you got to let them in. I'm in New Zealand, and everything around me was bad. To the left, to the right, front, back, everything was bad. And I would pray and felt like God was mad at me, or I felt like he wasn't listening, or he wasn't working like Federal Express because he wasn't working overnight for me. And I got to a place again, the second time in my life, where I thought about committing suicide. So I got a taxi, and I'm going downtown New Zealand. There was a bridge. I was going to jump off the bridge because you know and I know black people don't swim. If black people had been on Titanic, that movie would have been 3 minutes. Thank you, Spielberg. So I'm walking down, and I get this word, and I'm giving it to you today. And it's a little rap, and I do rap Christmas presents, so if you need it, let me know in November. I have it for you by December. We've all had times that seem uncertain, waiting on God to pull back the curtain, looking for the sun to break through the cloud. One last straw you're going to throw in the towel. Relax, my sister, because things do change. In its own time, things rearrange. Just hold on and keep holding, because even while you sleep, God's plan is unfolding. What more can you add to your life by worrying? How well can you do a thing if you're hurrying? God will rescue you. He'll right the wrong. You'll be on top before long. This is a time and an age to be set free, free from the chains that may be. It may not happen at a drop of a dime. God may not come when you want him, but he's right on time. Feed your mind with things to hope for. There are many, many more good times in store. Keep your head up and don't look down. You'll never see your way out if you're looking on the ground. Think positive. It's positive thinking. You are what you eat, and many times what you thinking. Words of doubt try to make an appearance. Use the word of God to run interference. Fear, never let it get a hold. Elevate your mind. Truth frees your soul. Believing lies that the story is told, you'll be defeated before you reach your goal. Don't look back, just persevere. You may not feel it now, but God is near. God will rescue you. He'll right the wrong. Keep holding on because it won't be long. So no matter what it looks like, go ahead and live right. Keep your eye on Christ. Don't get uptight. All things work together for your good. He said it in his word, and he'll perform it like he said he would. He knows exactly how much you can take, and he loves you too much to let you break. The trials of life come to make you strong, so keep the faith because it won't be long. I got to this point in my life. I'm in Atlanta, Georgia, and I'm thinking, you ever get to this point where you're just sick and tired of being sick and tired? If you're ready for change, you have to be ready to sacrifice something, but many of us are stuck in our own ways, and we just don't want to change, but yet we want change. You've been doing it for years. Some of you are 70, 80. You've been doing the same old thing. You knew Thomas Jefferson personally. But we don't want to change. I'm not tweeting. We don't tweet. Well, you can stay where you're at. You ain't going to get no communication because 8 tracks ain't coming back. Black and white TVs, you can throw that out the window. Nintendo is over. Better catch up. In the black church, you say Jesus is on the main line. Call him up and tell him what you want. He ain't on the main line. He on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. You better catch up with Jesus. I'm sitting in my hotel room, and I'm like, I grew up as a kid. I never smoked, drank, had sex. I was just so focused on basketball. Basketball was my life. My dad was abusive. I never wanted to see women go through that. And now I'm playing professional sports. Imagine playing in front of 30,000 people. They're screaming your name. And after the game, there's 3,000 girls who look like Beyonce. Like, good game. And you like, to the left, to the left. You take your shower, you come out on the way to the bus, it's 1,500 girls that look like Rihanna. And they're shining bright like a diamond. And you like, under your umbrella, shut up and drive. You get to your hotel room, 300 of the girls get through security, and they're on the hallway going to your room looking like Zendaya. You don't got 14 guys on your team come out, let's go to Valley Bible and have a men's conference. What do? So you know what? All those girls were saying everything my mom never said. Good game, number 4, but you're number 1 in my heart. Ugh. Did you get a speeding ticket number 4? No, why? You should have, because fine is written all over you. Found myself, I'm drinking, having sex, watching porn. I'm wilding out. I looked in the mirror and I'm like, who am I? This is not even the dude. I never even grew up like this. Why am I doing this? You ever ask that question? If you're a woman and you keep asking this question, why do you keep dating the same type of guy? And then you be like, the guys be tripping. No, okay. You the problem. You keep dating the same dude. I don't think it's him. If you're a guy, like why you always get angry all the time? Punching walls. You didn't beat up Barbie. Barbie didn't do nothing. She in the corner with a black eye. What'd I do? You know, you start asking these questions. Why do we always want to be in control and we know we're not even in control? Why are we so OCD? Everything got to be so nice and clean, but inside you nasty. Always got to be right. That's typical of women, always right. Y'all ain't always right. I don't know who told y'all that, but that's a lie. It's a word called pride. You know, you ain't always right. One man, he's going to be divorced in a week. But anyway, I don't know if you just ask these questions, man. Like, why do we come here? What is this all about? Even when Jesus was walking and seen a woman at the well, he didn't ask her what church he went to, how long she been saved. He said, you've been married 5 times. It ain't like he didn't know. But he cared more about her character. God cares about that. There's some women in here, something happened to you when you were about 7, 8, 9, 10 years old. And it was horrible. And it's been a secret you've been holding on for years. And you've never told anybody. It's affecting your relationship with your husband. It's affecting your relationship with everybody that you come in contact. You have trust issues, walls built up like you at Jericho. We got to walk 7 times around you, blow a horn before you even talk to us. Some of you men here just struggling. Whether it be drugs, you can't stop. Just want to smoke weed all the time. Snoop Dogg every day. And then that led to, now you're watching porn all the time. It's taking your time. You can't even be in the moment. You're there physically, but you're not there emotionally. We learn how to just come to church. Just come, blessed in the Lord, brother. I believe Jesus wants us leaving out here today different. Well, how do you do that, black man? Incognito. I called my manager. I'm wilding out. She said, you know what? You want to know what it is? She said, you want to know what I did? I'm crying. I'm like, what? She said, I ate chocolate. I'm like, just to share my heart, Dr. Phil moment. She talking about chocolate. She said, 2 wrongs don't make a right, but 2 rights made an airplane. I'll say it again. 2 wrongs don't make a right, but 2 rights made an airplane. That was deep. She said, you know what your key is? What? She said, you need to forgive your mom. I didn't understand it, but I can remember every negative word my mother said to me from the age of 5. And some of you here have been holding on to unforgiveness your whole life that's turned to bitterness, resentment. Now you're just angry. You women are mad at your husband. Don't got nothing to do with your husband. You're still mad at your dad. But instead of dealing with your dad, you just go off on the husband because he lives in the house. So your father, you just leave. You know what? Passive aggressive. I'll just stay at work because we want to be celebrated, not tolerated. I'll just keep going to work. Then you go to work and some woman goes, man, you're such a hard worker. And then boom. You went off a track. They done made a movie off of you called The Affair. Some of your affair is not even with women. It could be with another black woman, but it's called iPhone or Android. If you got that, you need Jesus. But anyway, I go back home to my mother because confrontation is inevitable. David had to become king. He had to fight Goliath. He couldn't run from it. Couldn't go to the side. He had to go through it. So I go to my mom and say, Mama, you never told me you loved me. You never held me. You never told me you was proud of me. That's when my brother got married and invited you. My head looked like a milk dud. But the healing began. My mother didn't say, baby, I'm sorry, I was hurt. She didn't say. She used every kind of excuse. I she was speaking in tongues. But I forgave her. Not forget, I forgave. I went to my dad's grave. And I was there for 3 hours talking to this grave. Why you beat my mama? Why you beat my mama? Why you beat us? And I wasn't going to leave until I forgave, not forget. Forgive. I went to a store that I robbed as a kid. I went to the store in line. I give a guy $200. I said, listen. He said, what is this for? I said, when I was a kid, I stole lemonade, blow pops, and some gummy bears. And he said, this wasn't my store. I said, it doesn't matter. This is where I did the wrong. And all the people like, oh, my God, and he's black. That's awesome. Every closed door in my life began to open. Opportunities that have been shut begin to open because we have to walk in forgiveness. Then I did some investigation, found out my dad's dad had been married 8 times. That brother was a pimp for real. And what kids see, they practice. What they practice, they become. So my uncle died with his 3rd wife. My brother, 2 brothers had been married 3 times. My brother threw his own son out of a driving car in California. My nephew was in a coma for 9 months. He took abuse to a whole nother level. My mom's dad was an alcoholic and a gambler. He beat my mom's mom all the time. My mom's mom worked 3 jobs so she wouldn't have to deal with the affairs and the abuse. My 4 uncles are gamblers, drugs, and alcoholics, just like their dad. 3 of my 4 aunts married abusive men. The same men they saw when they were little girls who said, I ain't gonna never marry a man like that. But when you don't forgive, you repeat the generational curse. It comes back. My mama worked 3 jobs. And see, you may be asking yourself, well, Melvin, how can you have joy and be cracking all these jokes like Kevin Hart, but you old? How can you walk like that? See, it's called freedom. I'm not perfect, I'm not. The only one is Lisa up here in the front. But I'm going to tell you how I did it, and I'm going to tell you a quick story, and I'll be out of your hair like I'm out of mine. When I was with the Globetrotters, we played this game called Madden, and I was really good in Madden. I've never lost. Like I'm good. Like I'm like your beard. I'm awesome. I've never lost in Madden. So my son Seth, he was 6. He used to watch me beat these dudes online, in France. Bonjour, oui, oui, pipi, ha ha. So one day, me and Seth start playing, and I'm beating him. I'm beating him bad. I'm like, who your daddy? He was like, you. You know what I mean? I'd run in his room and go, hey Seth, look what I found in your pocket. Loser! He started crying. Boogers and snot was everywhere. And from 6 to 8, he never wanted to play me. But I guess he went on Google. He learned how to play the game. I came over there. He goes, hey, Daddy, you want to play Madden? I was like, you want some of this? He was like, Daddy, I want all of that. So we're playing the game first quarter. He's whooping me 35-0. And he's all in my face. Like, who's your daddy? I'm like, you. You know what I mean? He's running my room like, hey, Dad, look what I found in your wallet. Capital One and loser! He was all in my face. His breath was funky. He needed an Altoid, a Tic Tac, and some bubble gum. He was so condescending. He was talking trash. I got mad. I walked away, and I accidentally tripped over the power cord. The TV cut off. The game cut off, but I plugged the TV up. I turned the TV on, and I pressed restart, and it was 0-0. And I say that to say that many of you in the first half of your life, maybe you've been getting beat down, maybe verbally, maybe emotionally, maybe physically. But every day is a new day to press restart. I don't care what you did yesterday. I don't care what you're doing today. Every day is a new day to press restart. My mom told me she loved me for the first time 19 years ago. I cried like a baby. Basketball didn't mean as much to me as it did as that competitive kid. The drive to be so successful, because I understand that my dad loves me whether I score 20 points or 2. Whether I make 50,000 or 5,000. He thinks I'm amazing. Some of you need to hear that today. You moms, you're doing a good job. You're good mothers. You're a good mom. You're a great mom. You need to hear that, man. Stop looking at all these magazines, this straight lies. It blows my mind. Miss USA, we voted her the most beautiful woman in the world, and she committed suicide. But we said she was the most beautiful. And it's amazing how we can have all these people here, and there are a lot of you here today who still feel alone, even though we're supposed to be a church family. And we're in Bakersfield. Like, everybody know everybody. People know you broke up before you did. Bakersfield? This ain't L.A. There are many of you that are alone, What's your name? Rebecca? Chris? I'm proud of you, man. Chris. Y'all are awesome, man. You need to know that. You fathers, you're a good dad, man. You look a little rough, but you're a good dad right there, man. Antonio Banderas. Black Panther. You're a good son, man. You're a good son. Good son, man. Good dad right here, man. Good mom right here. I see you. You're a good dad right there, brother. I can't see you. You look like my wife. You're black. I can't see. Had to put an extra light on that brother right there. See? Got to put that French fry light on him, keep them fries hot. Chris, I got 2 boys. But if I had a daughter, if she was like you, I'd be a proud father. And I want to leave you with this, and I'm going to be gone, because they had a guy come out last time, try to do a drive-by on a brother. See, you heard him back there laughing? You heard him? Look at him. Looking like the movie American Me. Nah, that's him. Look at him. That's when they saying, black man, put the mic down. But listen, I want to tell you guys, listen, I love you, man. I've just enjoyed my time here in Bakersville. Everybody here was so kind. The staff, guys doing I appreciate you guys. Love y'all. George Lopez here has been great. Karen, I don't know if y'all know Karen. She wears glasses, look like Sandra Bullock. She helped a black kid play football. If y'all see that lady, do me a favor, just hug her. She is a beautiful lady. Gennaro, I don't know what his mama was thinking, but that's his name. And then there are guys that are doing all the media stuff back in the back, man. I'm telling you, y'all have a great staff of people. And listen, I love you guys, and I dare you to be great. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Hey, did you guys enjoy that? You guys enjoy that? Please give them another wonderful round of applause. Whatever you want. And muy loco. Loco for Jesus. Hey, you guys have a good week. God bless you. You're dismissed.
Hey guys, we hope you got something out of that message. Feel free to visit our website at vbf.org to watch our latest sermons, follow us on social media, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you for joining us today, and we hope to see you again soon.